to my YouTube channel. So by the title, I'm sure you guys already know what video this is, but it is my eyebrow routine. I'm actually super excited for this one because I feel like this is the most requested thing that I've gotten, and I love doing my brows, so I'm finally getting a chance to get this up. I've actually filmed this video 3 times and I'm so over it, so I'm really excited to just get it out there for you guys. And yeah, if you guys want to learn how I do my eyebrows, go ahead and keep watching. Alright guys, so just letting you know before I start this video, I always do my eyebrows first, but for some reason I just felt kind of being adventurous and sort of doing things the opposite way around. So I kind of did my full face and now I'm just going to go straight into my brows. So I hope that's okay, but this is usually what I do every single day, same exact thing. So the very first thing that I always do with my brows is brush them out. So I'm going to go in and just comb out my brows just so that they're all going in the same direction. After I brush all my brows out is I'm just going to go in with my Anastasia dip brow, and this is in the shade Ash Brown. I'm not proud of this, but my dip brow is a little on the crusty side. So I'm going to go ahead and take my Inglot Duraline, and honestly this saves my life. If I didn't have this, I probably wouldn't use half of the products that I have that dry up, because I'm really bad at leaving my caps undone, because in a rush it'll be super early in the morning and I just don't have time for that. And honestly, this saves my life. So you only need a little drop, and honestly I feel like it changes the consistency of the dip brow and makes it a little easier to work with. So that's why I also really like it. So literally what I'm just going to do is I'm going to add one little drop like that, and I'm just going to let that sit for like a minute just so that it can really get in there, kind of soak it up. The brush that I'm using for my brows is just the Anastasia number 12 brush. I really like this one. It's just very basic, very simple. What I do with my brush when I dip it into the pomade, I will grab a little bit just like that. Remember, we did put the Duraline in it, so it is going to be a little bit more pigmented, so you really want to take just a little bit. What I feel like is that it's super thick on the top of the brush. Like, it's a really, if I were to put it on my eyebrow, it would be a pretty thick line. So what I tend to do is I usually like brush this up against the side so that it takes out most of that product, and it just leaves me with a point at the very end of the brush. Alright, so I'm going to start by drawing out the line on the very bottom of my brow, and you want to start where your eyebrows end. So I'm going to start off right in this area and do very light strokes, making sure that everything is very even. Boom. Going in with some more, brushing that off. I always brush it off on the side of the cap. And I'm just going to follow the natural shape of my brow. Now with the rest of that, once we have all that drawn, I'm just going to go ahead and use the rest of whatever I have on my brush and fill my eyebrows in. So now that we have that bottom line drawn out, I'm going to go ahead and do the top line, and we're basically just going to do the same exact thing. And the way I hold my brush when I'm doing this step is I'm kind of holding it like this, so downwards. I'm not like up here, I'm down here, kind of making sure that I have that line so I can see everything. So now whatever is left on my brush, I'm going to go ahead and kind of gradient that in this area. We want the front part of our brow to be a little bit more sparsy so that it looks like a little bit more natural. I have super thick eyebrows, so it makes it really hard for me to do my brows, because if I put too much product, they're going to look like the worst things ever. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my Sephora pencil, and this is in the shade Soft Charcoal number 6. The only thing I don't like about this is the little brush that it comes with. It's plastic and it's horrible and it's an actual joke and I would never use it. If I were to use it on my eyebrow, I feel like it would just take it right off and we don't want that. I'm going to take this product and I'm going to line the bottom of my brow, kind of just connecting it, but very, very light motions. See how I'm not like going in and creating one like huge line? I'm gonna go in very lightly and just create that. Boom, like that. So now I'm just going to flick this up, creating those little lines. Just like that. Easy, see? Makes it super easy. Then obviously go in and blend with your spoolie. This is honestly the best. Everything blends out so nicely. A lot of people don't really know about this, and it is the Anastasia concealer. This is my shit. I would never use this for under my eyes, over a pimple, like on my actual face. I probably would never use this because it's such a thick consistency, but I love it. I absolutely love it for underneath my brows to carve them out because it is so thick that if you do mess up, if you do have like a crazy line, and you know dip brow, it's very pigmented, so if you mess up, it's going to be shown. This really, really, really cancels everything out and makes it look like it's so just like, you guys will see, I can't even explain because this is literally my favorite thing of life. And I'm using a Morphe M160 1/16 brush. Just looks like this. I'm gonna kind of start in the same area where we started with our dip brow. And I'm gonna go ahead and line it. And I would never usually do this when I have makeup on, but because I always do it before. But honestly, it's okay. I didn't do anything crazy. My eyeshadow, I literally just used bronzer, so we're okay. I'm just gonna drag that out. And just blend that. With the tiniest amount, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing this area. A lot of people tend to put concealer in this area. I don't necessarily like to do that because I feel like it makes my eyebrows look a little too fake. I don't really need to do that. But however, I do need to do it on my tail of my brow because I feel like this angle of me doing it is not going to get that the straightest. So I always go back in with concealer and fix whatever I did. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit and just carve this area out. So very last thing is I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel and just make sure that everything stays in place all day. We don't have any crazy hairs flying because we did not spend all that time just so our brow can go all crazy as soon as we walk out of the door. That is one brow done compared to no brow. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side and I'll probably just fast forward past this part. finished eyebrow routine. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you guys did like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe. So yeah, if you guys have any requests or anything like that for me, go ahead and let me know, and I will be sure to get another video up for you guys. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you next time.